It's Thursday, and that means we are going to do some cursive today. Now, I realized that I did the letters out of order. I had you guys do W last week, but we missed U. So I'm so sorry about that, guys. That was just me messing up. But we're going to go back this week and we're going to do U, which might actually make W a little bit easier. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's take a look at U. So when we are doing a capital U, it actually is going to look more like a lowercase u than you're used to. We're going to start with that little loop that we do at the top of a lot of letters. Just like we would do at the top of an M or the top of an N, that little loop we're going to do at the top of the U. So we're going to start with our little loop. We're going to come down, make a U. Then we're actually going to come down again and just do the little tail. Okay, like you would do if you were doing a lowercase u, the way that it comes back down. We're going to do that. We're just going to give it a little curl at the end to make it look all fancy. So once again, we're going to just do loop, do a u, and then little tail and curl at the end. Keep the height nice and tall. For lowercase u, though, you're keeping it small and short. You're keeping it between these two lines. So for lowercase u, you start at the bottom, come up to the middle line, straight down again, and you do your u and then up again, straight down again. This is like when we did the letter I, when we were just like climbing to the mountain and jumping off into the water. Okay, it's the same idea. It's actually like doing two I's in a row without any dots. So we're just going straight up and down, straight up and down. That's it. It's a pretty simple letter. And because you did W last week, this is going to be super easy. The other thing I'm going to have you do today, as well as cursive, is to take that story that you began on Tuesday using your 5 idioms, and you are going to either finish it. Some of you might not be quite finished your rough copy, but you're actually going to try to edit it today. If you were with me in class, I would be doing quite a thorough teacher edit looking at things. So today you need to have my eyes while you are looking at your page. Ooh, there's an idiom. There's something that I don't mean literally. Do not come to my house and try to take my eyes out to bring to your house to help you edit. That's disgusting and will not help you edit at all. It also won't help you get a good mark because I'm not giving you a good mark if you take my eyeballs out. But I will give you a good mark if you look at your paper the way I would look at it. So some of the things that I really want you to be looking for today, looking at capital letters, okay? Make sure you have them where they should be, but that you don't have them in other places. So where do we need to have capitals? Well, we need it always for the word I, always at the beginning of every sentence, and always for a name. For a name of a person, for a name of a place, for a name of a brand, for a name of a store, for a name of a school. Any names need a capital letter. And if the name is more than one word, like London Christian Academy, then every word in that name gets a capital letter. So London with a capital L, Christian with a capital C, Academy with a capital A. Okay, so you're going to look for your capitals. Some of you, and you know who you are, I always call you on making some of your lowercase letters look like capital letters because you've put them in the wrong place. So the letters I need you to watch for are the letter S, and P is a big one. Let me see if I can think of another one. Those are the two that I see all the time. Any letters where the lowercase and the uppercase basically look the same except one is taller, watch really carefully for those. Lowercase s is shorter than capital S. Lowercase p goes into the basement. It goes under the line. It does not go up high. So be very careful with those letters to make sure that you aren't just putting random capital letters in the middle of words or at the beginning of words. That can make it look like you don't actually know what you're doing, and I know that you're pretty smart. So you're looking for your capitals, but you also need to look to make sure that your sentences are ending properly. So I'm going to write this down just as periods, but we all know it's not always just periods. Most of your sentences will probably end with a period, but they could also end with a question mark if someone is asking a question. Or if someone is saying something excitedly or with emphasis or loudly, you could use an exclamation mark. So you can choose. Every sentence, you get to decide which one works best. Most of your sentences will be a period, but your sentences need to end. If we were in class and I saw your sentence and it didn't end, I would sing to you, "This is the sentence that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some people started writing it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue writing it forever just because it is the song that never ends." All right? So there you go. I sang to you already, so hopefully that'll stop you from doing that. The final thing that I want you to pay very close attention to today is your spelling. You should be able to go through your work, and at the very least, you should be able to say, "This is a word that I don't know how to spell. I don't know if that's right." So with a highlighter, you can highlight those words, or if you just have a pencil, you can underline those words. And then you can do one of two things. You can get out a dictionary, if you have a dictionary in your house, and look up the correct spelling. That's harder than you might think it is, because if you don't know how to spell it, it's hard to find it in a dictionary. The other thing you can do is ask someone in your family to help you out. So you can ask mom or dad, you could ask an older brother or sister, but I know that they're all so busy. So don't expect them to drop everything to help you figure out how to spell something. Figure out a few words that are the most important and ask how to spell them. If you're really struggling and maybe the rest of your family is really busy, I understand that. Everybody's trying to get their work done, and you still don't know how to spell a word, then come on to Google Classroom. You can send me a message, or you can even just post under, I'll put a spot on Google Classroom where you can write words you have a question about, and I will tell you how to spell them, okay? All right, have fun doing your cursive U and editing that story. I look forward to reading it, but you don't have to hand it in today. That'll be later. Have a good day, guys.